Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my 2020 makeup favorites. So if you want to see what I was loving this year, which was interesting, please keep watching. I look really oily. Okay, so like we all know, 2020 was really interesting. So during a normal year, I don't wear too much makeup, but specifically during 2020, just because I had nowhere to go, I wasn't going out, I really didn't have a reason to wear makeup, so I don't have too many products to share with you guys today, but they are all products that I really love, and they're all kind of cheek and lip products because that's what I'm into. Okay, so let's start with lips because that's my favorite. This makeup look I'm wearing right now with the bold Scarlet Spell lip will be coming here to my channel very soon, and when it is up, I will be sure to link it down below just in case you are watching it then. But lips are my favorite category of makeup. A few years ago, I kind of stopped wearing eyeshadow. I know I'm wearing eyeshadow today, but I wanted to get really festive. But normally I don't wear too much eyeshadow just because I don't know, it takes a while to apply. It takes my makeup routine from about 10 minutes to 20 minutes. Also, I have hooded eyes if you guys can't tell, so you really can't see much of my makeup unless you're taller than me or my eyes are closed. So I wasn't too much into makeup, but I love lip products. So the first lippy is a lip gloss that I have sworn by for the past few years, and this is Fenty Beauty's Gloss Bomb. I think it's called Fenty Glow. And you guys, I love this lip gloss. I am gonna swatch it, why not? This is just such a beautiful pinky rose color. It does have light shimmer in it, but it's nothing that you can feel on your lips. This makes your lips just look like juicy. So good. One of my favorite lip glosses without a doubt. I think this is the only product that I currently own from the Fenty Beauty line, but it is worth the hype. I know this product is nothing new and it is very hyped here in the YouTube world, but it is so good. It's hydrating. It makes your lips look very plump. It's not sticky, but it does last on your lips. I don't usually go goo goo gaga over lip gloss, but this is a staple that I will continue to buy. It's so universal. It looks great on everybody. It also looks great topped on top of lipsticks, so that's another great way to wear it. But in a year like 2020 where you couldn't really wear makeup out and about without having to wear a mask and getting it smeared, this I wore just around the house. Like, I very rarely wore lip gloss out of the house because it would get on the mask, and I swear by it. My next lip gloss is another staple in my collection, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in Kristen. Now shout out to my girl Natalie because she put me on this lip gloss maybe 3 or so years ago. I purchased one for myself and my mother. Now the ABH lip glosses are super pigmented, so when I show you this lip gloss on my hand, it's this one right here, it looks like it could be a lipstick. So the brownish one is the Fenty Glow and the pinkish mauvey one is ABH Kristen. ABH has my favorite brand of lip glosses because they're really pigmented. They're smooth and creamy on the lips. They're not sticky at all. They are just simply fabulous. I purchased my ABH lip glosses from Sephora or Ulta. I will link them down below. Fabulous, like underrated lip glosses. I mean, there's nothing too fancy to the packaging, but it is an all-around amazing lip gloss, and I swear by them. I am always looking for new ABH shades because they are amazing. My next lip gloss, the last one I'm gonna share, is one that I recently discovered this year, and this is by Pat McGrath in the color Peach Perversion. This one is a beautiful peachy pearlescent shade, so it doesn't have chunky glitter in it. It kind of just reflects the light, and this is definitely the lightest out of all three, but it's like a peachy pink shade on my lip, and that is Peach Perversion. It is the least pigmented of all the lip glosses that I am sharing today. It's also the lightest. So for that reason, I like wearing it as a topper over a lipstick. It looks fine by itself, but this really looks beautiful topped over a nude lipstick. It just Once again, nice formula, not too sticky, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pat McGrath just wins all around in terms of lip products. I'm here for Auntie Pat. We love a good Auntie Pat products. They are very pricey, but they are worth it. That's why I always take advantage and shop Pat McGrath during the Sephora sale. Okay, next is a lipstick, and this is one of my favorites this year. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. I believe this is a matte formula. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the matte formula in the shade Pillow Talk. And I'm going to swatch this one. This is like a mid-toned nudie shade, and this is right on top. It's like a nude mauve shade. It looks really, really stunning on all. If you think it won't work for you, the trick is to pair it with a darker lip liner and blend it in. It just, ooh, it just looks so fabulous. If you search Keikobeauty Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick, it will come up every video where I have worn it and placed it in the description box. It is just beautiful. That is my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I have now tried more Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I'm actually wearing one right now. I will link it down below. But Charlotte Tilbury, that's another brand. The formula of the lipsticks, it's just beautiful. So my last lip product is by Auntie Pat herself, and this is the Matte Trance lipstick in the shade Elson. First of all, can we talk about Pat McGrath's packaging? Like, it's just stunning. This is in the shade Elson. It is a red shade, so, so beautiful. I'm going to also swatch this one for you guys. Pat McGrath has my favorite, absolute favorite, nothing else beats Pat McGrath Matte Trance lipstick, and this is Elson on top. It is a blue-based red. It looks so beautiful. Pat McGrath lipsticks are creamy and really, really, really full coverage. I do like Charlotte Tilbury's matte lipsticks, but they're not as full coverage. Like this one I have on now, I feel like to get it full coverage, I would have to put on a lip liner that's the exact same shade. With Auntie Pat, she has cornered the market. You do not have to use a lip liner to get the color opacity that you would like. They're full coverage, they're so pigmented, they're so creamy. Now they also are so expensive, I will note that. So definitely pick these up when they're on sale if you can, because they are totally worth it, I promise. Okay, let's get into face products. My next favorite of this year is one of the newer products that I'm going to show you guys today, and this is the Pat McGrath Concealer. I don't know what the name is, but it's a really long name, but I use the shade M16. Now, I am going to do a full review on this concealer because for the longest time I was using my Too Faced Super Coverage Born This Way concealer, and you can see why I was using it. This is probably twice the size as my Pat McGrath, but the Too Faced concealer is very thick. It tends to look cakey. Like I told you, Pat McGrath, well, she's a makeup artist, so she knows what she's doing. This is such high coverage without needing to use a lot. It's a nicer formula. It goes on way more smooth. You can just tell the difference in quality between the Too Faced and the Pat McGrath. Not that I don't like my Too Faced one, but the Pat McGrath definitely is a higher quality concealer. And I didn't want to buy it for the longest time because it is so expensive, but it works flawlessly. I love this shade. I'm wearing it today. This is M16. I use it for under my eyes and down the bridge of my nose, but high coverage. It is perfection. I will always repurchase that until I find something better. Next is an old item, but such a good one. This is something that I recently rediscovered my love for this year, and I have been hooked. The Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. So before I switched back to using this product this year, I was using the Hourglass Setting Powder, and I just started to realize that I was getting too oily too quick. So I switched back over to my Laura Mercier, fell in love all over again. This is my favorite loose translucent setting powder that I have ever tried. Now I know there are countless others, but currently this is my favorite. I do also have oily skin, so that might be a determining factor. Nothing keeps me mattified, but this sets my makeup really nicely because I do use a liquid foundation, and it also gives me a more smoothed look. Now I don't bake with it, I probably should, but your girl likes an under 10-minute makeup routine. This is just the best that I have ever tried for my skin type, my skin tone. A little goes a long way, it lasts forever, and I just adore it. I do want to try out the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, but for right now, Laura Mercier, she has the game cornered. Okay, next is a product that I reviewed here on my channel this past year, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. Obsessed. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you would know that I am not a setting spray type of gal. I find that because I have oily skin, they don't do much. But something about this just helps my makeup look nice the longer I wear it. I think the longest I wore this so far, this quarantine year one, has been like 10 to 12-ish hours, so I haven't gone the full 16. I will also say that I do get creases in my lash lines, but I will link my actual video review of this product down below. This is the best setting spray that I have tried. I do have oily skin, so that also changes things, but this is amazing. It helps me look perfected longer. I still get oily, but my makeup stays intact. It doesn't smear, it doesn't run where I do get oily, like around my eyes. This is my favorite. This is a travel size that I recently received from one of my friends at Charlotte Tilbury, but I did purchase the full size with my own money, and I adore this, and now I'm happy because I can take this in my bag. Just throw it in the bag. Okay, next up, let's move on to cheeks. You guys know, besides lip products, cheeks are my next favorite. Like I said, all of my other makeup is just pretty normal, but I do like to experiment with different cheek colors. So this year I have 4 things to share with you guys. The first is this MAC blush, which I believe is now discontinued, but this is MAC's Sweet as Cocoa. So MAC's Sweet as Cocoa is a sheer tone shimmer blush. This has been my favorite blush this year when I want to wear dramatic eyes or a dramatic look and I just want like a soft neutral blush. Like today I have on a pinky toned like berry blush, but sometimes I just want something brown and neutral that doesn't stand out and contrast too much against whatever else is going on my face. This is what I wear. You guys know I am not a MAC girl by any means. I stopped liking MAC probably 10 plus years ago, but certain products I do like. I like what I like, and this I do like. If I can find a website or a web page that has some dupes for this, I will be sure to link this down below because this is such a great staple, especially for my women of color and my men of color. This is just beautiful, I promise you. Okay, next is a blush that is actually in a duo, and this is the NARS Blush and Bronzer Duo with Orgasm and Laguna. Now, I'm probably one of the last women on earth who does not own a regular full-size blush of NARS Orgasm. NARS is my #1 favorite makeup company because if I could only wear makeup from one brand, it would be NARS. They have my favorite foundation. I love their concealer. Their blushes are my favorites. I love their lipsticks. Like, it would be NARS. I don't know why I don't have a full size of Orgasm, but this year I started loving Orgasm. It is so beautiful. It just makes you look like you have a flush of color, like you just had an orgasm. It is the perfect shade of like a glowing pink color. I did recently get Orgasm X. I haven't used it yet because I haven't been wearing makeup too much, but NARS blushes are my favorites. If you are just getting into makeup and are looking for a really high quality blush that will last on your skin and that gives just a nice color payoff, especially if you are a man or woman of color, can't go wrong with NARS either. Okay, next we have a highlighter, and this is the MAC Cheeky Bronze Mineralized Skin Finish. Because of all that 2020 is, wearing a mask, being inside, not going on a vacation, my skin is just out of control. It's pale, it's breaking out everywhere. I'm having a good skin week right now, but 2 weeks ago, my face was erupting. And so whenever I'm having problem with my acne, because I do have acneic skin, the first thing I always do is use my acne products. Some are prescription, some are over the counter, but most of them dry your skin out. So when I'm going through an acne flare up, it's really important for me to use products that are really hydrating, and for makeup, products that give me a glow. Ooh, so I've been using this as a highlighter this year. I'm not wearing it today. I'm using something different. I will link it down below, but this is just so beautiful. I want to say my girl Lushing Beauty gave this to me in a swap many, many years ago, and it has been one of my favorites. It's so beautiful. You can use it as a blush. You can use it as a highlighter. You can use it as an eyeshadow. It is just the perfect skin finish. It gives you a nice glow, and I am here for it because I can look dead and dry if I don't have on the right makeup and I'm not using the right skincare. This MAC Cheeky Bronze, obsessed. And last but not least, how fitting that we end with a Charlotte product, because my good girl Charlotte, I have been Charlotte Tilbury obsessed. I believe it started last year. My girl Pockets and Bows was talking about Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I tried it out. Now we have different skin types, I believe. I'm really, really oily, and so I was using the Magic Cream at night and I fell in love. So it led me into trying more skincare and then makeup. I tried out her bronzer after watching my girl. Her name is Ashley. I'll put her name across the screen, but she did a review of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Pro Bronzer, and I have been hooked ever since. I purchased it in shade 3. This is what it looks like. This just gives me the most natural flush of bronze. I'm wearing it today. It warms up my face nicely. It gives me nice dimension. It is matte, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, it is matte, but it just looks so beautiful on my skin. It's also huge and it's refillable. So when I run out of this, I don't have to shell out the 50-something odd dollars to repurchase it, which I love. And it's better for the environment. Hello, Mother Earth. So if you're looking for a great bronzer, I would highly suggest Charlotte Tilbury's bronzer. I'm using shade 3, which is called Tan. I believe there is one shade deeper than me, but you cannot go wrong with Charlotte Tilbury, I promise. You guys know my love for my good girl Charlotte. So those are all the products that I had to share with you guys today for my favorite products of 2020. It was a hard year overall just in life to survive, but it was also a hard year for makeup lovers because we couldn't really experiment with makeup. We couldn't wear the makeup we wanted. A lot of us weren't going out as much. So I definitely didn't have too many favorites this year, but I can honestly say that every product that I am showcasing today really is a favorite. Let me know down below what were some of your favorites from this year, because you guys know I'm always looking to add to my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.